last year we had participating schools that are not really active. And just want to tell you about what's expected. You guys, we had an amazing group of 14 schools, 72 Civic fellows last year. And this organization wants to empower you. We believe that we are training the future leaders. And last year was a great example. All 14 schools participated in walkouts last year. All 14 schools were led by people that sat in these chairs last year, all right? They took leadership roles in their schools, they organized the walkouts, and they learned to communicate with each other. It was pretty impressive. So let's visit some of the words that you saw on the tables on the today on the video. Learning. This is not a school, okay? There's no homework. There are no tests, there are no papers. We will ask and suggest that prior to every session, that we will provide you some readings or some videos to watch, that you do that. You're not gonna be quizzed on it, but it's gonna provide you a base knowledge to the topic that you'll be coming in to address that day, or that coming week. Most of the knowledge is gonna come from things that you feel strongly about, and what you read. So, second question coming up. This is an easier question. Where do you currently get your news from?
Pix 11.
Ah, Pix 11. Yeah. There we go.
Future kids starting, huh?
You're so old school. CNN.
Yes.
Washington Post?
Wall Street Journal.
Wall Street Journal. Nice. Social media is broad. Give me some examples. Snapchat.
Yeah.
No, you can't say, oh yeah, you didn't answer that one. All right. New York Times. Google. Okay. Google News, or are you Googling certain topics?
Google like news.
Google News. All right. MSNBC. The Skim. All right. Raise your hand if you get the Skim every day. All right. The Skim is an amazing daily, Monday through Friday email that comes out around 6 a.m. And it was started by two young ladies I had the pleasure of meeting about 3 years ago when they started. That were NBC producers. And they take all the confusing news and they digest it into a very simple, humorous type of format that's easy. I would strongly suggest you all sign up for it, okay? I would strongly suggest it takes about 3 to 4 minutes to digest. All right, so when you're waiting for the bus, you're on the bus ride, you're on the subway, it's great. What else?
Borders TV.
What was it?
Borders TV.
Borders TV?
Getting news from like other people.
From other people. No one's using Vice? Mick?
Oh, I like Vice.
You like Vice?
Yes.
What?
Boss.
Bot? Yep.
AP.
AP Association. So, a lot of different news is coming, okay? What's going to be really interesting, and I'll tell you what I do, is, especially this past week, when I'm just watching the news, I'll actually listen to CNN and I'll listen to Fox. And sometimes you don't even realize the same issue is being discussed, okay? But it's really important to understand what the other sides of policies are. All right, so read the news. Listening. We're not here to address if you're a Republican or if you're a Democrat or if you're a Libertarian. There are no labels in this organization. We are not trying to tell you how to think. We're trying to tell you we want you to think. We want you to have your own opinions. And more important, we want you to listen to each other. All right? It is so important to respect what each other has an opinion on. My job is not to convince you to change your mind on something. I'm trying to understand why you believe what you believe in, and can I learn from that? And for you to understand why I believe what I believe in. That's what's important. Engaging. This group is only going to be successful if everyone engages. We don't want anyone to be a wallflower. We know some people are outgoing. We know some people are really shy. Which one am I? Okay, just check. All right. All right, so it's going to take a little bit. Right now, we are all strangers. Over the next 8 months, you're going to come to get to know each other, respect Listen and learn from each other, okay? But do not be afraid to speak up. This is a very safe environment. All questions are good questions. When someone asks you a question to each other, you should be accepting of what they're asking, that they're wanting to learn, and speak your opinion. So I please ask that when we break out the discussion groups, when other people come up to ask questions, reach up, raise your hand, ask the question. It's not going to be a dumb question, because I guarantee 5 or 6 or 10 of the people in the room are thinking about that same question. Let me see what else we're going to cover before we get going here. Today's the orientation. We're going to start to break down the walls between everybody here. We want to provide you some base knowledge today, all right? What do I mean by that? We want to talk about our city, state, and federal government, how it works. We are really, really lucky today to have one of our board members, Adam Zorowski. He's a father of 3. Besides being an NGP board member, he's Deputy Secretary for the Governor of New York State, Cuomo, and his focus for the governor is energy and financial policy. He's also has been an adjunct professor at Fordham Law, and he's a recovering lawyer. Also going to ensure that each of our topics we address is anchored to our Constitution and civics. So everything we talk about is going to come back to how the Constitution and civics fits into it. Helping us with that is another board member, a mother of 2, and an educator, Becky Gamson. So the first few sessions. First 2 are to our core of our democracy. What is the most important thing that makes us a democracy? This is the third question. Stand up and say it again.
Go, Anthony.
Okay. To vote requires everybody who's over the age of 18 to do what? Register to vote, okay? I know some of you are 16 or 17, not yet. 18-year-olds register to vote. I've got 2 kids in college. They not only registered to vote, but they had to do the absentee ballot, okay? Our first 2 sessions are going to be voting. We have coming October 20th from the Brennan Center for Justice, which is a non-partisan public policy and law institute that focuses on the fundamental issues of democracy and justice. They're coming to speak October 20th, okay? Our second session, which is November 11th, so it's a week after the election, we're going to have a journalist come, and we're going to address the results and what that means over the next 2 years. So that's something we can't talk about today, because we don't know the results. But the midterm elections, whatever the results are going to be, are going to have drastic effects on this country and on the globe, on the world over the next 2 years. So we're going to have somebody who's going to sit down and talk to us about it. The other sessions, we have no topics, because guess who gets to select those topics?
Us.
Yes, you guys, all right? So later on today, you are going to tell us that you want to learn about trade. What the heck is NAFTA? You want to talk about immigration. You want to talk about infrastructure. You want to talk about gun control, whatever it might be, healthcare. You as a group are going to start to come back what you guys, a former to give you what you guys want to hear. It's our job to go out and find those speakers and develop that content, okay? And let me see if we got anything else to finish up on. The structure of our sessions, every week, every month, you'll come down, we'll gather, we'll have a 45-minute speaker, somebody who's engaging. We're going to dive into a topic. He or she will challenge us. We're then going to have 2 or 3 people, college, most likely college kids from around the community, come in and discuss the different topics. So let's just say it's a topic on trade. We'll have somebody who might be far right, somebody who might be far left, somebody who would be in the middle. Discuss that issue. It's important that you guys believe in what you believe in, and we want to make sure throughout the next 8 months we show you different sides of the same topic, and to understand why there are people that believe the way they do. We're then going to have you guys break out into groups. And no, you're not going to break out with groups from your own school. You're going to be separated, so you have to meet new people. Okay? Oh, darn, no way! We're going to do that. And you're going to just find a path to a solution. I'm not expecting you to find the solution, but you're going to find a path to the solution. How do we take these 2 or 3 opposing sides and start to find common ground? And then each session will start off with civic discussion. I'll get up, or one of us will get up and say to everybody, so in the last 30 days, what civic issues have hit the news that you want to address? And the news cycle has been very busy, so that usually ends up being a 10 or 15 minute, if not longer, discussion. Questions? Any questions about me, about NGP, or about the sessions, or about your responsibility and obligations? No one has, I did that greatly.